evening. Would everyone please take their seats? Welcome, trustees, faculty, and guests viewing at home. I am Dr. Barb Zaborowski, Dean of Library Services and Special Projects. Welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2025. We are delighted that you, the families and friends of the graduates, have joined us for this celebration. Before I call these proceedings to order, I would like to explain to you some of the academic traditions you are about to see. To begin, the procession will be led into the auditorium by the mace bearer. The mace, once a medieval combat weapon, evolved into a symbol of rulership adopted by the academic community. It is used in academic processions not only to bring authority to the ceremony, but to symbolize the unity and aspirations of the college. Today in the audience, you will see college faculty wearing academic robes symbolizing the college or university they attended and the program of study in which they majored. Typically, scholars with the bachelor's degree wear the unadorned black robe and hood. The hood represents the color of the college or university attended, trimmed with the color of the academic discipline in which the degree was earned. Those with master's degrees wear a robe with distinctive sleeves, separating it from the bachelor's robes, and those with a doctoral degree wear a robe that adds 3 velvet bars on each sleeve and a hood that is the most elaborate. The president of the college will be wearing robes that symbolize the office of the president, and he will also be wearing the presidential medallion. This medallion is worn by the president during academic ceremonies as a symbol of leadership responsibilities vested in that office. Now that you have an understanding of our academic traditions, I ask that you please stand for the academic processional. Please stand and listen with me as we honor our country and soldier overseas by the singing of our national anthem by Penn Highlands student Gina Patinati.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Stephen Nunez, President of Pennsylvania Highlands.
Good evening. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce members of the Platform Party, the Board of Trustees, and special guests. Please stand when introduced. On the stage, representing the Cambria County Commissioners, is President Commissioner Scott Hunt. Representing the college's Board of Trustees is Chairperson Dr. Janet Grady. Dr. Cynthia Doherty, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Trish Coral, Vice President of Student Services. Greg Payanessa, President of Faculty Senate. Representing the graduates of Class 2025 is Adeline Dahl, graduate, President of Student Government Association, and student trustee with the longest title of all. In the audience, Board of Trustees members Greg Winger, Secretary Treasurer. Liddell Lichty, Public Relations Officer. Carl Deulis. Joe Hurd. Linda Thompson. Also joining us, County Commissioner Tom Cherninsky, and special guest Mark Wissinger, former County Commissioner. Good crowd. This is great. Good to see everybody. To our graduates, to their friends and family, to the college's trustees and foundation board members, to our special guests, and to our own awesome faculty and staff, I send you very warm welcome. You can clap again if you like, that's fine. Today we gather to celebrate not just the achievements of our 30th commencement class, but also to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Pennsylvania Highlands Community College. 30 years ago, Pennsylvania Highlands Community College, known then as Cambria County Area Community College, was founded with a mission to provide affordable, accessible, and high-quality education to the residents of Cambria County. Over the last 3 decades, the college has evolved and adapted to meet the changing needs of our students and of our communities that we serve, and has grown to serve not only Cambria County, but Somerset, Huntington, Blair, and Center counties, and more. Nearly 4,000 square miles of central Pennsylvania. Our journey has been marked by significant challenges, but those challenges have been outweighed by the continuous pursuit of our vision to being a premier institution of higher education, positioning students to be recognized as highly competent and exceptional members of the community and workforce. To our graduates, you are the embodiment of that legacy. Your hard work, dedication, and resilience have brought you to this pivotal moment. You have not only earned your college credential, but you have become part of our proud tradition that spans 3 decades. And reflecting on that 30th anniversary, we are reminded of the countless lives that have been transformed by the education and the opportunities provided by Penn Highlands. Our alumni have gone on to make significant contributions in various fields, and today you join their ranks. You are the future leaders, the future innovators, and the change makers who will help positively shape our communities, this Commonwealth, and our country. As we celebrate this special day, let us look forward with hope and optimism. The foundation laid by our college over the past 30 years is strong and will continue to support and inspire future generations of students. We will continue to remain focused on our mission and remember that education is one of the best ways to positively affect a person's life. So, congratulations, class of 2025. You have made us so proud, and we're excited to see all of the incredible things that you are going to achieve in the future. Tonight, you join nearly 6,000 other Penn Highlands graduates, and as alumni, you will always be part of the Pennsylvania Highlands Community College family. So in celebration of this special day, we have greetings by members of the platform party. Our first greeting is from President County Commissioner Scott Hunt.
Board of Trustees, Dr. Nunez, faculty, graduates, and guests. Good evening. I'm Scott Hunt, and I serve as Cambria County's President Commissioner. I would first like to acknowledge my fellow Commissioner, Tom Chernisky, as well as former County Commissioner Mark Wissinger, one of the visionaries of Penn Highlands. It is a privilege to speak to all of you tonight on this special occasion. Every community college in Pennsylvania needs a sponsor, and Cambria County is the sponsor of Pennsylvania Highlands Community College. Like several boards of commissioners before us, our board sees the value of community colleges and the crucial role Penn Highlands plays in our community. The Board of Trustees, the administration, the faculty, and the students are top-notch, and we are proud to be part of Penn Highlands. Graduates, we are here tonight to celebrate your accomplishments and to send you off on your next journey. Whether it is headed to the workforce or continuing your education, it is a great time for each of you to reflect on how you got to this point. You didn't get to this point without putting in hard work and having determination and the focus to reach this milestone. It is just as important to remember you didn't get here without the love and support of your family and friends. Just remember, you can be whatever you want to be and go wherever you want to go, as long as you're willing to put in the work and never give up. As you head towards your next journey, I would like to share 5 short pieces of advice that has helped me in my journey and will hopefully help you in yours. Number 1, dream big. It doesn't matter how big or crazy the dream may seem. It's also more than normal for your dream, the path to your dream, or parts of your dream to change. As someone who believes they're living their dream, it definitely looks different than my original blueprint. Number 2, work hard. Whether it's the dream you're working for or really anything you do in life, dreams just don't happen. You have to put in the work to make it happen. Even if you're doing something you don't even want to do, but it's what you have to do, work hard. It's not easy, but if it's worth getting to, it's worth working for. Number 3, probably the most important to me, trust in God. Legendary college football coach Lou Holtz said it best. Everybody needs someone to believe in, and in my case, it's Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Number 4, never give up. Too often, people give up when the first thing doesn't go according to your plan. I have learned much more in failing than I ever have in winning. Number 5, when you get to where you're going, challenge yourself to never forget how you got there, who was by your side. Never lose yourself, and maybe most importantly, always help others who are on the road to achieving their dreams. In closing, I want to congratulate all of you on your graduation. I will be rooting on each and every one of you as you start the next chapter of your life. As Christopher Robin said to Winnie the Pooh, promise me you'll always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, President Commissioner Hunt. Our next greeting is from Dr. Janet Grady, Chair of the Board of Trustees.
Good evening. I'm pretty proud to be chair of the Penn Highlands Board of Trustees, but I'll tell you the truth, I'm way more pleased to be here to celebrate with you today, you students. I could talk for a very long time, but I'm not. I won't do that. I'm going to keep my remarks very short by quoting some people who've said things much more succinctly and in a much more meaningful way than I ever could. And I'm sure you've heard of most of these distinguished folks. I'll begin with Abraham Lincoln, who once noted that the best way to predict your future is to create it. That's exactly what you graduates, soon-to-be graduates, have done, beginning here at Penn Highlands and continuing to create your future once you leave here. You've already built a successful foundation, and my guess is you probably have a pretty good idea of how to make your view of the future a reality. Another wise and creative man, Walt Disney, told us that all of our dreams can come true if we only have the courage to pursue them. You soon-to-be graduates, many of you here, most of you here, all of you here, have shown the commitment to pursue your dreams in order to make them reality. I'm sure there have been obstacles, whether it was textbooks that cost more than your car, or a professor or two who knew maybe too well how to challenge you, or maybe computers that decided to stop working at the exact moment that you needed them the most. Walt Disney would tell you not to let obstacles get in your way, especially in the way of your dreams. turn potential obstacles into opportunities, and make them work for you. The great American humorist Will Rogers once quipped that even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. So many of you have become involved in meaningful ways, not only in the classroom, but in places like local businesses and community organizations where maybe you've been an intern or served as a volunteer, or places like the basketball courts or other sporting venues where you've learned how to compete, including both winning and losing with grace. Also places like student organizations where many of you have developed and demonstrated impressive leadership skills. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's clear that many of you, students, graduates, have already decided that just sitting there is definitely not for you. And lastly, a very accomplished athlete, Olympic gymnast Simone Biles, admits that even she accomplished so much more than she thought possible. She advises us to dream big, suggesting that once you believe in yourself and you put your mind to something, you can do it. So please take a moment today, this week, in the coming weeks, to savor your very worthwhile accomplishment, your graduation from Penn Highlands. But you can't stop there. Remember the advice I quoted from these famous and successful people. You've got to keep on creating the future. You have to have the courage to pursue your dreams. You've got to stay on course, but never just sit there. And you've got to always believe in yourself and your ability to make a difference in this world. To close, another short poem, much like the commissioner. This one's from that great educator named Theodore Geisel. You probably know him better as Dr. Seuss. He said, this is for the grads, "You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way." Congratulations and sincere best wishes for an awesome future to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Grady. Our next greeting comes from Greg Panessa, President of Faculty Senate.
Graduates, faculty, administration, proud supporters, and honored guests. We gathered to celebrate a momentous occasion. It's time to recognize the hard work, dedication, perseverance that has brought our graduates to this point. Graduates, congratulations. You have achieved a significant milestone, and it's an honor to stand before you. During my time on stage, I would like to take a few moments to discuss a word that I've been seeing a lot of this past year. The word is hope. Hope is a powerful force. For many of you, it's a driving factor that has fueled late-night study sessions, your determination to push through challenges, and your unwavering belief that this day of graduation would come. Hope has been a guiding light that has led you to success, and it will continue to illuminate your path as you venture into the world beyond these walls. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember that hope is not merely a wishful thought or a fleeting emotion. It's a steadfast belief in the possibility of a brighter future. Hope is what inspires us to dream big, to set ambitious goals, and to strive for excellence in all that we do. It is the foundation upon which we build our aspirations and the compass that directs us towards our dreams. In times of uncertainty, hope is the anchor that keeps us grounded. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, there is always the potential for growth and positive change. Hope empowers us to face challenges with resilience, to view setbacks as opportunities for learning, and to approach each day with a sense of optimism and purpose. Graduates, as you move forward, carry hope with you in everything you do. Embrace the unknown with confidence. knowing that hope will guide you through the twists and turns of life. Let it be a force that propels you to make a difference in the world. In conclusion, I leave you with the thought, hope is something that we must share with the community. It is the spark that ignites innovation, the fuel that drives progress, and the light that guides us towards a brighter future. As you leave here today, may hope continue to inspire you, to uplift you, leading you to new heights and infinite possibilities. You are part of the Penn Highlands family. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of what you've accomplished. Congratulations on your graduation, and here's to a journey filled with hope.
All right, thank you, Greg. Our final greeting comes from Adeline Dahl, President of Student Government Association and member, most importantly, of the graduating class of 2025. Addie?
Good evening, faculty, friends, family, and my fellow graduates. Today is a day of reflection, a day of pride, and a day of looking forward to what comes next. As I stand here, I can't help but think about how this journey has been like the soundtrack of my life. Each semester, each challenge, each lesson has all been accompanied by songs that spoke to me, pushed me, and shaped me into who I am today. Now, I'll admit, I knew I had to write this speech back in September. I told myself, you'll get it done early. Don't worry. But of course, as I sat down to write it, I found myself procrastinating, waiting until the very last minute, just like many of us probably did with assignments and final papers. I found myself staring at the screen for a while, trying to figure out how to put all these emotions and experiences into words. It wasn't until I started listening to all the songs that have meant so much to me during this journey that the words began to flow. As I listened to all these songs that are so meaningful to me, that have shaped my experience, I realized this speech wasn't just about summing up my time here. It was about the soundtrack of my life, the ups, the downs, the moments that defined who I've become. I asked many people what I should write about. Most answers included, don't overthink it, or write what you would want to hear. I hope each and every one of you relates to a part of my journey and can reflect on your time here. So even though I procrastinated, these songs remind me of exactly what I had to say to all of you today. The first song I want to share with you is Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. When I first went to orientation at Penn Highlands, I was excited to open this new chapter, but I also will admit I was scared. For context, I sat in on advising sessions during orientation and was scared. That day at lunch, I remember telling my mom, I think I need to change my major. Criminal justice is where I'm meant to be. So that day, I changed my major and I've never looked back. Everything felt new, uncertain, and a little bit intimidating. I felt like a blank page staring at the vast, unknown possibilities ahead of me. The lyric, I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined, I'm just the beginning, really hit home. The first few weeks of the semester was an overwhelming mix of excitement and fear, and I had no idea where this winding journey we call adulthood would take me. But as the semester went on, I realized this was my chance to write my own story, define who I was, and what I wanted to accomplish. I had the pen in my hand, and the pages ahead of me were mine to fill. It was a new beginning. But let's be real, college isn't easy. That first week, I was anxious, socially drained, and unsure of how to navigate this new chapter of making friends, keeping up with schoolwork, and finding a new routine. Denim Jacket by Sammy Ray and the Friends became my anthem. In the song, Sammy sings about finding comfort in her bulletproof denim jacket, something that makes her feel strong, her comfort blanket, if you will, when the world seems a little bit too much. And that's exactly how I felt. Making friends, finding my place, it was all a bit overwhelming at first. But I had that bulletproof jacket. My confidence, my personality, and my willingness to show up for people became my shield. It helped me connect with others and build the friendships I'll cherish forever. College is hard, but it's the people that we meet and the bonds that we form that make it all worth it. As time passed, my journey began to feel a lot like home. It's like the song Everywhere Everything by Noah Kahan. There's a sense of familiar even when things feel a little bit too uncomfortable. By the time I hit my final semester, I had learned so much, but I also started to reflect on the moments that got me here. The lyric, "It's been a long year and all of our books' pages are dog-eared," perfectly captured how I felt as I flipped through the chapters of my time here at Penn Highlands. Each day spent here, whether it was studying, laughing, struggling, or celebrating, left a mark on me. And now as my time here comes to a close, I found myself pausing, dog-earing the pages, cherishing the memories I'll carry forever. My favorite part about attending Penn Highlands was doing all the stuff I could have never seen myself doing in a million years. If you would have told me my senior year of high school I would become the student senate president and have to stand up here and give this speech, or that I would join the cheer club and get to cheer at basketball games, I would have laughed. But truly, these activities have been my fondest memories here at the college, and I will reminisce on these moments for years to come. And then, when I think about leaving, I remember the warmth of this place, the light it provided when things seemed dark. Coming Home song by Sammy Ray and the Friends perfectly expresses how I feel about Penn Highlands. She sings, "Write yourself a coming home song, learn from the things that you've done wrong, and leave a light on for yourself." Penn Highlands has been my home. It's where I've learned, grown, and found a community that embraced me. The friends I've made here have made this place feel warm and welcoming, always a place to return to. Let this college and the people here be the light that keeps you hopeful and optimistic as you step into the next chapter. Always leave a light on for yourself. And when things get tough, remember that you're never truly alone. And finally, to my fellow graduates, I want to leave you with a powerful message from the song After the Storm by Caliuchis. If you need a hero, just look in the mirror. Nothing good ever comes easy. I know times are rough, but winners don't quit. There were days when it felt like the storm would never pass. We faced obstacles, some personal, some academic, but we are here today because we didn't give up. The sun will always come out, and when it does, the flowers will bloom. We made it through the toughest days, and now we are ready for the future. Keep looking in the mirror for strength, and trust that you have everything it takes to succeed. Thank you to everyone who made this place feel like home. Fellow graduates, let's continue shining brightly on this winding journey, wherever life takes us. Thank you.
Where are Addie's proud supporters? Can I hear you? There we go. All right, all right. You have a lot to be proud of. It is now time to end the program to present this year's Distinguished Graduate Award. Each year, Pennsylvania Highlands Community College honors one student as a distinguished graduate. This honor is awarded to the individual that has contributed his or her time to the college, their community, while maintaining a high level of academic performance. This year's Distinguished Student Award, may I have a drum roll, please? There you go. This year's Distinguished Student Award goes to Adeline Dahl. Adeline. Town supporters.
Thank you.
Now, this year, as already mentioned several times, we are celebrating the college's 30th anniversary. As part of this commemoration, we have chosen to award an honorary associate's degree. When looking at the history of the college, it becomes an obvious choice for us that today's honoree should be Mark Wissinger. It was during Mark's first term as Cambria County Commissioner that he and his fellow commissioners, Kathy Holtzman and Ted Oronic, voted for the county to become the local sponsor of the new Cambria County Area Community College, subsequently Pennsylvania Highlands Community College. And it was his team of commissioners that hired Dr. John Hunter, the college's first president, appointed the college's other trustees, identified community leaders to determine the direction and strategy needed to grow and develop a new community college, and approved a dedicated mill of tax to secure the college's financial future. Over the years, Mark was always a strong supporter of the college, attending events, engaging with students, and promoting the benefits of higher education. It is with great pleasure that we are awarding this degree tonight. Mark, please come forward to accept the degree. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pennsylvania Highlands Community College and the Board of Education of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I do hereby confer upon the honorary degree of Associate in Public Service to Mark Wissinger.
Thank you, Dr. Nunez. Kind of weird probably to see somebody this old getting a degree. It's not like I went back to school, but it's a great honor for me. I couldn't imagine 30 years ago that this would occur, but it's a proud night for you graduates, for the parents, for the faculty, for the staff. Congratulations. I'm very, very impressed as I stand up here and take a look at this crowd and know that it's not only folks from Cambria County that have benefited from what was the Cambria County Community College when we first started. And I can tell you, the first graduating class was a lot smaller 30 years ago than what we see here tonight. But how the college has grown, how it has traversed through the various challenges and taken opportunity, though, with a lot of great leadership, especially right now. This college is doing so very, very well. So again, I'm proud to be up here. I'm honored to be here. And I want to congratulate you graduates. Stay humble, work hard, give other people credit, and good things will happen. Thank you.
All right, let's get to the main event. What do you think? We ready? All right, so as a reminder, we're very formal up here for a while, but now it's time to celebrate. So we're going to try celebration now, right? So let's hear your best try of celebration. So on the count of three, Can we hear the crowd a little bit? Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. All right. So don't forget that, right? Got a great celebration occurring when your student walks across the stage to accept their diploma. I expect to hear some cheers. All right, let's do this, all right? All right, so let's move on to the main event. Dr. Cynthia Doherty, Vice President of Academic Affairs, will now present the candidates for graduation.
President Nunez, upon the recommendation of the faculty, these candidates for graduation have met all requirements set forth by their curricula offered by Pennsylvania Highlands Community College with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities to that degree, certificate, or diploma appertaining. Will the candidates please rise? That's stand up. Dr. Nunez, I present the candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pennsylvania Highlands Community College and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I do hereby confer upon you the associate degree, the diploma, or the certificate according to the department in which you have been qualified, with all rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities hereunto pertaining.
Graduates, please be seated. Just a few words of instruction. As I read the names tonight, I will be recognizing students who have achieved graduation honors, students who have earned an overall GPA of 4.0 or graduated summa cum laude, students who have earned an overall GPA of at least 3.75 and below 4.0 or graduated magna cum laude, students who have earned an overall GPA of at least 3.5 and below 3.75 are graduated cum laude. As you leave the stage today as proud graduates, you will be welcomed as an alumnus by the college's foundation to the Alumni Association. You will be given a small token of congratulations for your achievements here at Penn Highlands. So will the graduates receiving the Associate of Arts degree please come forward? Mark Bagley. Briley Benson, cum laude. Andrew Betcher. Silas Bothell, magna cum laude. Riley Boyer. Aiden Carr. Olivia Cavallo, magna cum laude. Jacob Kramer. Lindsay Dabbs. Hannah Detterline, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Deal, summa cum laude. Cameron Edgin. Caden Errett, cum laude. Melina Fry, magna cum laude. Emma George. Christian Habercorn, magna cum laude. Christian Harding, cum laude. Connor Hicks. Maggie Hill, magna cum laude. Anna Jennings. Carter Jones. Jessica Karstetter, summa cum laude. Mara Ketchuk. Brock Coble. Ava Kowalczyk. Shaylan Liebig. Paul Lumadou, cum laude. Emma McAfee. Samantha McGuire. Kylie McMullen, magna cum laude. Emily McNutt. Gretchen Miller. Michael Munweiler, cum laude. Yolanda Myers. Megan Nolan. Jaden Oswalt, cum laude. Serenity Paula. Brooke Pascarella, magna cum laude. Madeline Peachman, magna cum laude. Person? Yeah. Okay. Megan Person, magna cum laude. Cassidy Peterson. Justin Pierre Paul. Taylor Plazik. Addison Plummer. Blake Porath. Laura Pucci. Allison Rager. Lynette Raymond, summa cum laude. Taylor Rickabaugh. Jenna Ritchie, cum laude. Hannah Rudnick, magna cum laude. Carrington Slodowski. Kaylin Skopik. Gracie Smith. Brooke Snyder, summa cum laude. Fiona Stewart. Tiana Thomas. Jason Toller. Travis Varner. Tessa Weeks. Madeline Wilfong, cum laude. Kara Youngkin. Will the graduates receiving the Associate of Applied Science please come forward? Just a sec. Let them get lined up. Adeline Dull, magna cum laude. Kirsten Ayers. James Barber, magna cum laude. Paige Beal, summa cum laude. Kayla Braithwaite. David Croyle, magna cum laude. Pakia Croyle. Andrew Davis. Sarah DeBose, magna cum laude.
Not sad.
Emma Dybert. Chase Dinyar, magna cum laude. Congrats. Alex Dively, magna cum laude. Cassidy Dusack. Stephen Dusack. Jonathan Edmondson, magna cum laude. Joseph Flick, summa cum laude. Galat. Okay. Jocelyn Galat. Bailey Gerlach. Brianna Goodman. Ryan Gordon, magna cum laude. Andrew Grubb. Connor Habercorn, cum laude. Nevaeh Haskins. Trinice Hill, cum laude. Joseph Hornick. Ella Hunter. Melanie Jones. Rylan Kelly. Brian Kennedy, magna cum laude. Justin Leamer. Megan Luckenbaugh. Jacob Mineta, magna cum laude. David Martis. Hunter Martin, magna cum laude. Crystal Masick. Robert Kim McKee, cum laude. Elise Michuk. Congratulations. Thank you. Really proud of you. Thanks. Oh, last name, Mirilovich? Okay. Amy Mirilovich, cum laude. Akram Moaz, cum laude. Travis Molliver, cum laude. Okay, thank you. Amanda Masorjak, cum laude. Elizabeth Mundock. Tessa O'Keefe. Logan Patera. Michelle Plummer. Pochito? Okay. Ali Pochito, summa cum laude. Evan Potter. Megan Rouget, cum laude. Christina Schrader, magna cum laude. Samantha Smith. Emmett Usmiller. Krista Watt, magna cum laude. Alex Wilkins, magna cum laude. Jordan Wright. Will the graduates receiving the Associate of Science and graduates receiving a certificate please come forward? Khadija Bangura. Ashley Campbell. Anna Charney, cum laude. Ryan Stancombe. Braden Winkleman. Joseph Denny. Maisha Eel. Michelle Crutch Panessa. One last round of applause for everyone. Graduates, please stand.
All right, crowd. That was a good attempt, but we're really going to rock it this time, all right? All right, congratulations, graduates. In symbolic recognition of your achievement, you may now acknowledge receipt of your degree, diploma, or certificate by changing the tassel from the right to the left, and this is where we go crazy, crowd. That's pretty fun, right? I get to wake up to that every day thinking about that. That's pretty cool stuff. All right, graduates, please remain standing for the playing of the Pennsylvania Highlands alma mater.
President Nunes, graduates, and all assembled, I call these commencement exercises for the graduating class of 2025 officially closed. Please remain standing for the recessional.